Hey everyone, as many of you know, President Barack Obama has selected Merrick Garland to be the replacement for the outgoing by death Antonin Scalia, the great Supreme Court Justice. I think Garland's an excellent choice. The problem is that the GOP-controlled Senate, led by its majority leader Mitch McConnell of Kentucky, has said that the decision of who should be in that seat should be left to the next president, not the sitting one. And there's an idea that this is an okay thing to do. I'm going to cut to the chase. It's not. And when I say it's not, I'm not talking about the moral issue. I'm talking about the constitutionally written problem that the GOP has made for itself. The United States Constitution specifically says the Senate must go through the confirmation process. You heard me correctly. The United States Constitution says the Senate must go through the confirmation process. It is in Article 2, Section 2 of the United States Constitution. It's called Advice and Consent, the Advice and Consent Clause, and it reads as follows. Please listen carefully. I'm going to read the entire installation to you. This is also the age of the internet. You can look it up for yourself. But listen. The President shall be Commander-in-Chief of the Army and Navy of the United States and of the militia of the several states when called into the actual service of the United States. He may require the opinion in writing of the principal officer in each of the executive departments upon any subject relating to the duties of their respective officers, and he shall have power to grant reprieves and pardons for offenses against the United States, except in cases of impeachment. He shall have power, by and with the advice and consent of the Senate, to make treaties, provided 2/3 of the senators present concur. And he shall nominate, and by and with the advice and consent of the Senate, shall appoint ambassadors, other public ministers and consuls, judges of the Supreme Court, and all other officers of the United States, whose appointments are not herein otherwise provided for, and which shall be established by law. But the Congress may by law vest the appointment of such inferior officers as they think proper in the President alone, in the courts of law, or in the heads of departments. Note, it does not say anywhere in this installation, nothing in the Constitution does it say that the Senate can basically decide that the next president will basically select a new Supreme Court nominee to go through the process again with a new Senate. That's not written here. That's not written here. Everything about this installation, everything that is here, everything that is written in this area points to the powers and abilities of the sitting president of the United States. Therefore, it is obviously quite evident to anyone that to not act in accordance with the Constitution is to act unconstitutionally. It's that simple. So what Mitch McConnell, the senator from Kentucky and majority leader, is proposing, and the Republicans are trying to do right now, as of St. Patty's Day, in terms of not granting Merrick Garland a hearing, is simply unconstitutional. It is unconstitutional. it works against the advice and consent clause of the Constitution, and there's no wiggle room out of it. That's it.